Yo, what's up, guys? I want you to take a look at this joke of a video that I just found. Found it very funny and just wanted to talk about it and give my 2 cents. So let's play it and then discuss it.
Do you ever just fight with your husband before you make it out the door for date night? And then wash off all your makeup? Yeah. Do you ever just fight?
All right. Insanity. That's all I have to say to begin with. Complete insanity. And look at her title. All he had to do was wear the shoes I asked him to. What is wrong with her? He's a grown-ass man. He can wear any shoes that he wants to. She decide which shoes he's supposed to wear? I swear to God, women, I even wrote this, I even commented, I had to do something, I had to leave a comment. Like, modern women just love being their man's headache and stress. Why is that? Why do modern women in today's day and age, just love annoying and stressing out their men? Why did she decide to pick on something so irrelevant and ruin what could have been a very beautiful and pleasant night? Them going on a date, eating some nice food, really enjoying each other's company. I mean, why ruin such a potential perfect night for something so minor? Because he didn't listen to her when she wanted him to wear a certain pair of shoes. Is that how little she respects her man? To the point where she can't even let him decide on which shoes he wants to wear. The man in the relationship cannot even decide what he wants to wear. That's how little she respects her man. And please, for the love of God, any men watching this and letting your woman boss you around like this, stop letting that be the case. If you're a man, you make it very clear to your woman who is in charge. Never, ever, ever let your woman bitch about the smallest thing to you. Because if you let her bitch about small things and annoy you and just be your stress and headache, even on the most teeniest, tiniest of things, she will keep doing it. You will give her ammo to keep doing it. Even something so small as leaving the toilet seat up, right? Never ever let that shit slide. If your woman likes to test your patience, if she likes to piss you off and just pick on random arguments and random fights, don't let it slide. Put your foot down and be very dominant. If she wants to be annoying, obviously the first thing, never live with a woman. That is the first thing. I just want to put that out there. You should never live in another woman's apartment or home. That's the first thing. And if she ever pisses you off, and if she ever tries to test your patience, what you tell her to do, you go sleep with your mother for the night. Go to your parents' house, go to your friend's house, you're not sleeping here tonight. I know that may seem harsh to a lot of you watching this. You may think I'm toxic and fucking misogynistic. I'm not. You have to put your foot down. You have to have boundaries. If you don't have boundaries, you will have a woman like her. Your woman will end up like her. Canceling a perfectly good date night because her man didn't want to wear a certain pair of shoes. If you let your woman boss you around like this and you don't put your foot down, she's gonna end up like this. Your woman is going to become like this woman right here. And she's going to think it's okay. And a lot of women think it's okay being like this one here. It is not okay. As a woman, you're not supposed to be your man's headache and stress. You're supposed to alleviate his headache and stress. Be modest and feminine to the point where you de-stress him. He will love you 100 times more. And this is coming from a man. I know what men want because I'm a man myself. Don't be like this woman. You'll make your man miserable and the relationship will end inevitably. However, I do understand why women become like this, because they don't respect their men. Their men aren't dominant enough. They're not assertive enough to the point where their woman respects them. And then they end up like this, bossing their man around, canceling a date night because he doesn't wear certain shoes. It's insane. I get it. I do get why women do this, because they have weak men. Why is it as a man that you can't just put your foot down? Show the woman who's in charge of the relationship, because women want to be led in a relationship. They don't want to lead you. If they feel like they have to decide on things, if they feel like they are the leader in the relationship and they make the major calls, they will not respect you. They will not. And a woman that doesn't respect their men, I've said this before, and I will say it again, 1,000,000 times if I have to, a woman that does not respect her man will inevitably leave that man. And a woman that does respect her man will never leave him. Ever. Impossible. It's crazy. So as a man, you have a responsibility. Put your foot down. Be a little harsh. Get her to sleep at her parents' house if she misbehaves. Put your foot down. Show her what is acceptable and what isn't. And she will never pull shit like this. Ever. She will never misbehave like this. Try to boss you around and tell you what to wear, and to the point where she cancels date night. You're supposed to say, first of all, you're supposed to stand for the reservation, and if she misbehaves and start pissing you off like this, what you tell her is, you know what? We're canceling the date night. I'm going to call them right now, or whatever, go onto the app or whatever it is that you decide to do and cancel it in front of her eyes. Show her that you're serious. When you are serious and assertive and you don't fuck around, and your woman sees that, she will not piss you off. She will not annoy you over small things. She will become reasonable, she will follow your lead, and she will not be an annoying fucking headache. This woman right here probably has a weak man, a man that isn't assertive, that lets her boss him around. That's why she canceled the date night, because of this. All he had to do was wear the shoes I asked him to. Bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? He's a grown-ass man. Let him wear whatever the fuck he wants. But at the same time, as I said, men need to be assertive to the point where they show their women that shit like that is not okay. They don't boss the men around. It's supposed to be vice versa. Find that crazy, man. To any women watching this, please don't be this kind of woman. If you find yourself becoming this kind of woman, you need to leave the current relationship you're in. Find a man you can actually respect. If you don't respect your man, don't be with him. Do not be with him. Please. Shit like this will end up happening, and it will never end well for any of you. Eventually, you'll leave each other. You will 100% leave each other. So, this is crazy, you know? As a man, you have a responsibility. Like, don't fucking let your woman boss you around. You'll have a woman like this then. You know? This is not okay. No man wants a woman like this. You need to show your woman that shit is not okay, and don't let it slide. Make sure if she behaves like this that there are consequences. Okay? And to women, again, like if you have a man like this, you probably don't respect him and you shouldn't be with him in the first place. So yeah, I just found this video funny. Like, how a lot of women these days are headaches and stress to the men they're with. It's crazy. Like, if you really don't respect your man that much, if you have that level of disrespect towards him and you give him that much stress and headache, fucking leave him. You're not supposed to be together. And for the men, fucking put your foot down. Be a man. Show her who's in charge. Don't let shit like that slide. You know? With my ex, you know, we're not together anymore because we live so far away. I was very dominant with her. I was very assertive. I didn't let her annoy me or nag me about the stupidest little thing. I was always very, very assertive. Whenever she picked an argument and started an argument over the smallest thing, I put an end to that shit immediately. If I had to raise my voice to do that, I would do it. And sometimes I would even leave. I would even be like, you know what, fuck this. I'm going home. I'm going somewhere else, right? and we didn't live together at the end of our relationship. So whenever she, you know, was a pain in the ass and she wasn't behaving, and she was just picking on the most random things, I just left. I was like, fuck this shit. You're not doing this. There are consequences to that kind of behavior. And you men watching this should do the same thing. Do not let your woman end up like this. You're gonna live a very miserable life, and it's not worth it. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. I just found this video very, very interesting, and I just had to give my 2 cents on it. But yeah, that was it for me, guys, on this. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow as always. Cheers.